This week's Piltch Point with Avram Piltch is proudly powered by Monster Products. The headphones on my head right now. The Monster Elements, available in a number of colors and available in on-ear, over-ear, and in-ear styles as well. There's also the Clarity Bluetooth Designer Series, which I'm looking at right now and is really slick looking, and they seem to have solved my one complaint with these. And obviously, there's more than just that as well. There's sports headphones and wired and wireless and speakers. Everything from the tiny little hotshot to the giant monster blaster, and all of the cables and power to connect them and all of your other devices as well. And you can find all of those products by going to f5live.tv/monster. And that music means that it is time for the Piltch Point with online editorial director of Laptop Magazine and Tom's Guide, Avram Piltch. Avram, it's the holiday.
Hey.
It's the holidays. We're there.
Yeah. So, wow, big time, as I mentioned earlier in the show. Big time for us at Laptop Mag and Tom's Guide, cataloging the deals and cataloging the deals, helping sort of find people make their buying decisions when they're purchasing tech products. Obviously, we have a lot about laptops specifically on laptopmag.com, and we have a lot on all kinds of other gadgets on tomsguide.com. And, you know, as it comes to laptops, I'll just tease real quick. This here is a laptop I just reviewed, published today, the Acer Spin 1. Really nice computer that is not on sale, but is an incredible deal anyway, because it's $329 for a 2-in-1 that is all aluminum.
Wow.
Comes with an active stylus, and
wow.
And the screen, which is not on right now, is absolutely brilliant. You cannot really tell, you know, it does not really do it justice to show it on screen anyway. This screen here is 1080p, 130% color gamut, like over 300 nits brightness. It is a better screen than we see on many $1,000 laptops.
Wow.
So like now, you know, it's a Celeron inside, so you know, you got your trade-offs. But nevertheless, check out our review of that. So the Acer Spin 1 on laptopmag.com. So just in general, obviously, you don't have to wait for Friday or even for the day before, because we're in Black Friday season now, and we're going to be in Black Friday season for the next 2 to 3 weeks. You know, really right up to before the holidays, but the best deals are probably going to be in the next 2 weeks. So how do you know what is a good deal and what is not? First of all, you got to have a strategy. Your strategy should be not, oh, let me see what deals are and I'll just buy some stuff. I mean, by all means, check out deals, and there may be things that you didn't realize that you needed. You know, there's always room to buy another micro SD card. Sure. There's always room to get another USB hub. But you should have a game plan. What are the things that I really am looking for, and what would I want to pay for them? You know, like, I always have a couple of things that are like, yeah, I really could use this device right now. For example, right now, the device of the moment for me is a new color laser printer. So I will be looking to see what are the prices on color laser printers. You know, this particular HP LaserJet Pro I have my eye on. That if it drops below a certain price, I'm gonna get it. So you know, I think whether you're shopping for a laptop or you're shopping for a phone or you're shopping for a monitor, you definitely want to kind of have in mind, like, okay, you know, what's a regular price, and then like what's a good price. So you always want to compare the deal price of a product to the current price on other sites, because what one company touts as a deal may be the regular, like, you know, it may be a hot deal on, Tiger Direct, but it might be the same price it is always on Amazon.
Sure.
So you want to check against some of the major sites like Amazon and Newegg. You want to use price history tools like camel.com, which tells you what the what the price history is on Amazon for any given product. So is this actually a lot lower than it usually is? Is it the lowest it ever was? Obviously, you don't want to buy something just because it's cheap. You want to buy something because it's a good deal and it's something that you actually need or want.
Or is a good gift for somebody.
Yes, or it's a good gift for someone. So that would also be in your sort of, I think I should get these things for folks. I'm of the opinion that within a certain price range, people are going to be buying gifts. But generally speaking, if you're looking at something that's $1,000, $800, $700, $500, there's a good chance you're buying it for yourself, and there's no shame in that. This is a good time of year to get things for yourself that are not that you need. But it's also obviously a great time to get gifts. In particular, we have a few key deals that we're watching for. The Dell XPS 13, our favorite computer, our favorite notebook overall, favorite consumer notebook, the one that I brought on the show a few weeks ago, was on sale this past week for as low as $930 when it is normally $1,250 with a Core i7 processor, 256 gig SSD, and 1080p screen. That's normally $1,250. It's under $1,000 right now as we speak. I think it's $970 right now, and it was $930 earlier, depending on the coupon. So that's a really fantastic deal. It'll probably continue in some form throughout the week. If you're into ThinkPads, which are obviously fantastic laptops, you can definitely want to check out what sales Lenovo is having on all of their ThinkPads, but particularly on the ThinkPad T470, which is our favorite productivity notebook. If you can get that with good, they usually starts at 800 something, but if you can get that with good specs like a 1080p screen and SSD for under 1050, that would be a great deal. If the X1 Carbon is another one. If you can get that for under $1,300, that would be a great deal. Obviously, getting any laptop with a full HD screen and a 256 gig SSD for under $550 would be a fantastic deal. I'm not saying all those will happen, but those are things to keep an eye out for. Obviously, you also want to keep an eye out. Another thing to really look for deals on is monitors, because you could always use a second monitor if you don't have one, or a third monitor perhaps, or to go to higher res. If you can find
that is actually on my list this year for the studio here.
If you can go to, obviously, any day you can get a monitor for under $100 that's 1080p, not necessarily a great one. But if you see a 4K monitor for under $250, I would consider that a steal. And if you see a 1080p monitor for under $90, that might be worth considering also. Another thing people frequently do to upgrade themselves is to get a larger SSD for their computers or for their desktop or laptop. If you see a 500 gig drive for under $100, that would be a fantastic deal.
Do you remember when we were excited that SSDs had come under $1 a gig?
Yeah, well, you knew it was going to get cheaper. I mean, it wasn't. They're still not cheap enough, but they're still not cheap enough. And the prices actually haven't dropped much recently because there's been a shortage of NAND flash memory. So I'm not sure if we're going to see fantastic deals on SSDs this holiday season. But if you do, that's something to keep an eye out for sure. Because I sure remember days when I was saying, like 64 gig it'd be lovely to have a 64 gig SSD. I'll make the trade-offs.
Yep, I remember upgrading the editing computer in the office and adding a 128 to it and being excited about it. Now I'm like, oh, what a pain in the butt that would have been, because obviously I've replaced that one at this point.
But there's still, especially when you're configuring a laptop, like let's say you're going to buy a Dell XPS, or you're going to buy a ThinkPad, and or an HP notebook, and you're like, oh yeah, I can choose between a 256 and a 512 and a 1 terabyte. No, like the amount that they charge you to move up from like 128 to 256 or 256 to 512 is like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for
that article that you did a while back on things that don't make it better, or prices that are ridiculous, things you can do yourself. Is one of my all-time favorites because of that problem in particular. The fact that it's so much more expensive to ask HP to screw something in for you than to do it yourself.
But they get you now because there are a lot of laptops you simply cannot upgrade.
Yeah.
Biggest case in point, Surface Book.
Yeah.
The $24.99 Surface Book 2, the $24.99 Surface Book 2, the base 15-inch model is 256 gig SSD. But wait, this is for creative professionals who are doing video editing. 256 gig is not a lot when you're doing video editing. So to go up to like a 512 is like another like $300, and to go up to like a terabyte is like $500. It's a lot more than it costs Microsoft. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And you don't have an opt out because you can't open them.
Right.
Yeah. So they don't even come with a Thunderbolt port, so you can attach a really fast external drive. So,
Yeah, going from 256 to 1 terabyte takes the 15 Core i7 from $24.99 to $32.99.
Right. So you're spending literally $700 for another 750 gig.
Yeah.
And I promise you, even though 1 terabyte drives are not cheap, if you go and look for 1 terabyte drive on PCIe SSD on Newegg, I'm sure that you can get one for a lot less than $700.
For sure.
Yeah. And Microsoft pays less than that because they're buying it in bulk. So, manufacturers are ripping you off. But what can you do? If you have a computer that can be upgraded, though, this is a great time to buy yourself an upgrade, an SSD upgrade, possibly a RAM upgrade too. Anyhow, I encourage everyone to check out our best deals pages on laptopmag.com and tomsguide.com. We will be updating them in real time all week, including on Black Friday and on Thursday. I personally will be tweet me and say hi at Geek and Cheap, because I personally will be working on Thanksgiving Day. Updating deals on our sites. So, so believe me, the deals will be fresh.
Well, I'm sorry that you have to work on Thanksgiving, but I know that the readers appreciate it.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I get to break for dinner. It's cool.
Well, that's good. Dinner being subjective, since most of us do it at like 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, Avram, thank you. The laptop review, is it available now, or is it?
Yes, right now.
Right now
on laptopmag.com.
Awesome.
Go for the homepage.
And it's the Acer
Spin 1.
Spin 1. See, you just said it recently.
1.
You just said it a few minutes ago, and it's already gone out of my head. That's not great.
Spin 1.
I really like the look of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah.
And the keyboard is good too.
Well, that's always something that you and I complain about on laptops is keyboards. So it's good to hear that you like it.
Yeah, great laptop for kids, great secondary laptop for adults. I mean, the processing power in the storage is not something you'd want to be your main computer.
Sure. But it's a good, like, low intensity. Using it for Word on the train, for example.
Yeah, fantastic for that. Fantastic for drawing. Comes with an active stylus.
Yeah, I love that.
So really nice. I wish that other manufacturers, including Acer, would put such a this good of a screen on their more expensive laptops.
That's such a weird sentence to have to say, isn't it?
Yep. It feels like a mistake.
Yeah.
Like it feels like they messed up.
Like they put the screen on the wrong hardware.
Yes, but I saw it at Computex and it had the screen there also, so I don't think it's just the one I got.
Fair enough.
On a really quick side note, Target has a version of this laptop, the slightly older version, but supposedly has the same screen, just as plastic, for I think $269.
Wow.
So if you don't mind it not being as nice, and I don't think that comes with a stylus.
I was going to ask.
But I believe it has the same screen and it has the same processor, RAM, and storage. So,
cool.
So it might be worth considering. You save even more.
Very interesting. Well, I'm going to check out the review as soon as the show is over, and everybody else should as well. And until next week, we'll find out what our post Black Friday topic is. I guess have a good Thanksgiving doing work.